That was Richard Morgan talking to shoppers yesterday, taking advantage of the Boxing Day sales. Some seem pretty enthusiastic, but overall, it's been a tough time in the retail world, and no one knows that better than our expert, Kate Hardcastle, who joins us now. A very good morning to you, Kate.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, sort of Richard was sort of bringing us a bit of a buzz from Belfast city centre there yesterday. Still, obviously, the sales on Boxing Day are still a big deal, but the litany of company names that have had problems in 2018, it's quite scary, isn't it?
It's truly been a challenging year for retail and an indication of still what's to come. It's been about a decade of these headlines now, and this deterioration hasn't been met with enough positive and green shoot news coming through. And there were a lot of good points raised in that report, particularly that if you're in perpetual discount, how can anyone associate your brand and your brand value with full price merchandise anymore? A rock's been created for the back of a lot of these retailers, and unfortunately there's only so long you can sell at discounted rates unless your model's set up for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you slash the prices, you get the punters in, but you don't make the profits, and that's been the big problem, hasn't it?
It's completely a short-term strategy for most brands, and yet it's been a strategy they're using more and more of the year. We know from Black Friday, which is around 23rd of November, they've been in constant sale. How can anyone lift their heads up in a Boxing Day time then and not be delivering what they class as their best ever discounts? So we're at higher levels of discount now. It's going to deteriorate even more over the next couple of days to try and get your cash whilst they can, and then going to lead to a set of very challenging results for a lot of these middle market retailers in January. The winners of Christmas have certainly been in food and also non-food. The discounters who offer great value as well as just price reduction, and also, you know, those at the top end, the luxury, who just managed to kind of rise above a lot of these challenges in the middle market.
Yeah, and looking at the names, Kate, you know, from struggling to absolute sort of final closure, we got John Lewis, Debenhams, House of Fraser, Carpetright, Pound World, Toys R Us. As I say, very degrees of problems there, some of them gone forever.
Exactly. These are big household names. Some of them have been with us for many, many years. Many people mourning the loss of them. But a lot of the time when you ask consumers, as I did all those years ago when we lost Woolworths, when was the last time you went there? People don't always have that. So there's nostalgia, but not a need to shop. Retailers need to take a completely different strategy. It will require a reduction in terms of their presence on high street, but there is opportunity for change. Unfortunately, not everyone can survive, and that's the realism of the situation we're looking at.
What can you do to make shopping a positive, pleasurable experience that you can't have online? What do you think companies might do that they aren't doing at the moment, Kate?
What a brilliant question, and one that I absolutely love to talk about, because the pendulum swing away from online and transactional and all its neatness and efficiency has to be the power of people. And yet we've seen a lot of these middle market brands actually reduce their customer service, reduce the amount of people on the floor as just some cost-cutting measure. So definitely, I know from consumers they want to be served, they want knowledgeable expertise from staff members who are happy to help and happy to guide them around store. Stock needs to be at good levels, stores need to be more vibrant and exciting, and they need to take a lesson from the discount retailers. Discount retailers didn't come in and just talk about price, they talked about value. Even those grocers that have tried to go out and win awards for their wines and their meat, they're looking about offering the very best they can every day, and the middle market really needs to learn a lesson from that.
Yeah, you see in the sort of perfume halls and those areas of the big department stores, they've really gone big time on actually giving people sort of the full facial makeover with makeup and what have you, you know, and people love that, don't they? And then they might buy the products afterwards. Now, you can't do that online, you see, can you?
No, you can't, and very much services and social retail, as it's called, things that you can't do through a computer at this point, are very important to the future of retail, as will be in high streets things like residential opportunities and bringing back independent gatherings, more independent stores who are specialists in certain areas. We've got to get this vanilla look of our high street away, where every single town and city centre I visit looks like another one. We've got identities we need to celebrate, but most of all, we need action quickly. We've heard yet again another report, and we've heard some meetings of some budget, but councils have to apply for that. Councils are time poor and certainly cash poor. So, it's really about getting an effective solution that's actually going to make change today.
OK, Kate, thanks very much indeed. Let's hope 2019 is a better year than 2018 for the retail.